Hey everyone, welcome back to English Vibes Blue. I'm Lisa, and with me as always is David.
Hi, folks. Today we're diving into one of the most exciting tech roles out there, the DevOps Engineer.
That's right. If you're preparing for a DevOps engineer interview in English, this episode is perfect for you. We'll help you talk clearly about your workflows, collaboration, and problem-solving skills, just like a professional.
You see, DevOps isn't only about tools and code. It's really about connecting people and processes, making sure developers, testers, and operations teams work together smoothly.
Exactly. So, in this series, we'll show you how to answer interview questions naturally in English with the right vocabulary, tone, and confidence.
We'll also teach you phrases like, I collaborate closely with the development team, or I ensure smooth deployment through automation pipelines.
By the end of this video, you'll not only understand how to explain your DevOps role clearly, but also sound professional and calm under pressure.
Ready? Let's get started with your first big question. What does a DevOps engineer do?
Okay, so let's start with the first and most common question. Can you explain what a DevOps engineer does?
This question is your chance to show that you understand the big picture. A lot of people jump straight into tools like Docker, Jenkins, or Kubernetes, but interviewers want to hear how you connect development and operations.
Exactly. A good answer starts with a simple overview. Something like, a DevOps engineer bridges the gap between software development and IT operations. My goal is to ensure faster delivery, reliability, and continuous improvement through automation and collaboration.
Nice and clear. Then you can give a few details about how you do that. For example, I work on setting up CI/CD pipelines, automating testing and deployment, and monitoring systems to make sure everything runs smoothly.
Yes, and don't forget to mention teamwork. DevOps is built on communication. You could say, I collaborate closely with developers to identify code issues early and with operations teams to ensure stable environments.
I like that, because honestly, DevOps is like being a translator between two worlds. Developers who want to release fast and operations who want to keep things stable.
That's such a good way to put it. And your tone during the interview should be calm and confident. Not too technical, not too vague.
Right. If the interviewer wants more details, they'll ask. So your main goal is to show understanding, balance, and teamwork.
Let's do a short example conversation.
Sure. I'll be the interviewer this time. So, Lisa, what does a DevOps engineer do?
A DevOps engineer focuses on improving the collaboration between software development and operations. I help automate processes like building, testing, and deploying applications to reduce errors and speed up delivery. I also monitor performance and work closely with teams to ensure reliability and security.
That's perfect. Clear, confident, and concise.
And if you want to make it even stronger, add a short personal touch. Something like, what I enjoy most about DevOps is finding ways to simplify complex workflows and help teams deliver better software faster.
Nice. That's a great way to show passion and personality. Interviewers love that.
Just remember, don't list every tool you know unless they ask. Instead, show that you understand the purpose behind them.
Exactly. DevOps isn't about how many buttons you can press. It's about how well you connect people, processes, and technology.
Nicely said, David. In the next part, we'll talk about workflows, how to describe your daily tasks and automation processes clearly in English.
So stick around. We'll help you sound like a pro in your DevOps interview.
All right, David, now it's time for our first interactive dialogue. Let's practice common DevOps engineer interview questions and see how to answer them naturally in English.
Sounds great, Lisa. Let's start with the classic, tell me about yourself.
This is your chance to highlight experience, technical skills, and collaboration abilities. For example, you could say,
My name is David, David. I have 4 years of experience as a DevOps engineer. I specialize in maintaining CI/CD pipelines, automating deployments, and coordinating with development and QA teams to ensure smooth workflows.
Perfect. Notice how he mentions both technical skills and collaboration, which are key qualities interviewers look for.
And if the interviewer asks about tools you use, you can say, I work with Jenkins, Git, Docker, Kubernetes, and monitoring tools like Prometheus and Grafana.
Great. Another common question is about problem solving. Can you give an example of a workflow issue you solved?
A good answer might be, we had a deployment pipeline that frequently failed during peak hours. I implemented automated testing, added notifications for failures, and coordinated with the QA team to improve deployment reliability.
Exactly. And don't forget to highlight teamwork. You could add, I collaborated closely with developers and QA to ensure smooth deployment and fast issue resolution.
And another tip is clarity and repetition. If you mention a server or tool, spell it out slowly. For example, the Kubernetes cluster name is Kubernetes, prod.
Absolutely. Interviewers also appreciate soft skills. You might say, I enjoy helping the team improve workflows and solving problems collaboratively.
And remember, it's okay to pause and think before answering. It shows confidence and careful consideration.
Great. Viewers, try practicing these questions aloud. Start with introducing yourself, talking about your experience, listing your tools, and describing a problem-solving scenario.
Yes, and in the next segment, we'll do scenario-based questions where you'll practice explaining workflows clearly and professionally.
Perfect. Remember, practicing these dialogues will make you confident, calm, and professional during your DevOps engineer interview.
Exactly. So viewers, grab your notebook and get ready for the next part, where we focus on real-life scenarios and collaboration challenges.
Welcome back. So far, we've talked about workflows and processes, but there's one skill every DevOps engineer must master: collaboration.
Yeah, because DevOps isn't just about writing scripts or fixing pipelines. It's about working smoothly with everyone: developers, testers, operations teams, even managers.
In an interview, when they ask, how do you collaborate with other teams? They're checking your communication style, team spirit, and problem-solving mindset.
Exactly. Let's break down how to answer that question like a pro, step by step.
Step 1. Start with the importance of communication. In my role as a DevOps engineer, I believe clear communication is the foundation of smooth collaboration.
Then show how you actually do that. For example, I make sure to keep daily communication open with developers through chat tools like Slack or Microsoft Teams.
You can also mention tools you use to collaborate effectively, like Jira for tracking tasks, Confluence for documentation, or Trello for project boards.
Right, and it's great to include real teamwork phrases such as, we work together to identify bottlenecks. I coordinate with QA teams to ensure quality before deployment. I support developers when troubleshooting production issues.
Those sentences sound simple, but they show professionalism and cooperation, something every interviewer loves to hear.
Another key idea is empathy. You can say, I always try to understand the challenges faced by developers or testers so we can solve issues faster together.
That's excellent. It shows emotional intelligence, a big plus in DevOps interviews.
Then let's add a small example. Interviewers love examples. For instance, during a system upgrade, I worked closely with the QA team to verify that our test environments matched production. We found configuration mismatches early and avoided a major deployment issue.
That's perfect. It's short, clear, and shows that you value teamwork and prevention, not just reaction.
You can also talk about how you handle conflicts or disagreements. Something like, when there's a disagreement on deployment timing, I focus on data and shared goals instead of opinions. I encourage open discussion and look for a win-win solution.
That's calm, logical, and professional, exactly how DevOps communication should sound.
Hmm. Let's give viewers one more tip. Use positive linking words. Together, collaborate, align, support, coordinate. They make your sentences sound cooperative and friendly.
Yes, for example, we collaborate closely to align infrastructure changes with product releases.
Sounds like something a real DevOps engineer would say.
Exactly, because in DevOps, teamwork makes automation work.
Nice one, Lisa.
Thanks. So, when you describe your collaboration skills, remember these three things: communicate clearly, show empathy, and give examples.
That's how you show you're not just technically skilled, you're reliable and easy to work with.
In the next part, we'll dive into one of the trickiest interview areas: problem-solving questions, how to explain technical incidents in a calm, confident, and structured way.
Stay tuned. You'll learn how to sound professional even when things go wrong.
All right, David, now it's time for a mini recap. We've covered a lot in the first four parts, and it's important to review the key points before moving on to the engagement challenge.
Absolutely, Lisa. Let's start with the basics. First, when interviewers ask, "Tell me about yourself," make sure to highlight your experience, technical skills, and collaboration abilities.
Exactly. For example, I have 4 years of experience as a DevOps engineer. I specialize in maintaining CI/CD pipelines, automating deployments, and collaborating with development and QA teams to ensure smooth workflows.
Next, when asked about tools and technical skills, mention what you use regularly. For example, Jenkins, Git, Docker, Kubernetes, Prometheus, Grafana, and collaboration tools like Slack or Jira.
Yes, and don't forget to show enthusiasm. I enjoy improving deployment workflows and helping the team work more efficiently.
Now, let's review scenario-based questions. One example is, how do you manage CI/CD pipelines effectively?
The key is to explain both technical steps and teamwork. Mention monitoring, automation, alerts, and collaboration with developers and QA teams.
Another scenario is about team collaboration. How do you work with developers and QA teams? Highlight communication tools, stand-ups, documentation, and problem-solving together.
Remember, soft skills are just as important as technical skills. Interviewers want candidates who are calm, clear, and able to explain workflows effectively.
Here are some practical tips for your DevOps engineer interview. Pause before answering. It shows confidence and thoughtfulness. Use simple, clear sentences. Clarity is better than complicated words. Highlight collaboration and workflow knowledge. Show teamwork. Explain your actions and reasoning. Tell why your approach is effective. Practice scenario-based questions like CI/CD issues, deployments, or workflow challenges.
Exactly. Practicing these points will make you more confident and professional during your interview.
And don't forget to use key phrases we practiced earlier. They make your answers sound natural, clear, and professional in English.
So, viewers, by this stage, you should feel ready to handle both basic and scenario-based questions confidently.
And in the next part, we'll challenge you to practice these skills yourself in the comments section. That's where the real learning happens.
Perfect. Grab a notebook and get ready for the engagement challenge in the next segment. All right, everyone. Welcome to the final part of our DevOps Engineer Interview English series. You've learned how to discuss workflows, collaboration, and problem solving. And now it's time to wrap up your interview with confidence.
This part is super important. The way you close an interview often leaves the strongest impression. Interviewers remember how you end, your energy, clarity, and attitude.
Exactly. So let's talk about how to end your DevOps interview like a pro.
Step 1, summarize your strengths clearly. You can say something like, "Throughout my career, I've focused on creating reliable systems and fostering collaboration between teams. I'm passionate about automation and continuous improvement.
That sentence shows technical passion and teamwork, two things DevOps employers love.
And step 2, connect your experience to their company. For example, I admire your company's culture of innovation, and I'd love to contribute to improving deployment speed and reliability.
That's a great way to show you've done your research. It proves you're not just applying randomly, you actually care about that company.
Exactly. And then comes step 3, the polite and confident closing line. You can say, "Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. I'm excited about the possibility of joining your team and contributing to your DevOps initiatives."
That line sounds genuine, positive, and professional. Never end with just, "That's all."
Yeah, it's not a school exam. The closing is your last chance to make a strong emotional connection.
You can also prepare for the question, "Do you have any questions for us?" That's your opportunity to show curiosity and engagement.
Great point. Some good questions could be, what tools or pipelines does your DevOps team currently use? How does the company handle post-incident reviews? What does success look like for this role in the first 6 months?
I'm nodding approvingly. Those questions show strategic thinking. You're not just there for a paycheck, you're thinking about improvement and impact.
And remember, when you speak, keep your tone balanced, confident but humble. Smile lightly, maintain steady eye contact, and use positive energy.
Even if you're nervous, remind yourself you're not being tested, you're having a conversation between professionals.
Exactly. That mindset helps you sound more natural in English, too. Instead of memorizing answers, speak like you're explaining your work to a colleague.
And if you need a quick English tip, remember these strong closing phrases. I'm confident that my experience aligns well with your needs. I look forward to the possibility of contributing to your DevOps projects. It's been a pleasure discussing this role with you.
Simple but powerful.
So, to summarize, your closing should do 3 things. 1. Reaffirm your value. 2. Show enthusiasm for the role. And 3. End on a warm and confident note.
And that's how you stand out among hundreds of candidates.
Well, that's the end of our session, everyone. Remember, DevOps isn't just about technology, it's about communication, teamwork, and continuous learning.
And remember, to keep practicing your interview answers, record yourself and review how you sound. Confidence grows with repetition.
And we'll be here to help you every step of the way. This is Lisa
And David,
from English Vibes Blue.
see you in the next video and good luck with your interview.